Hey, it's Josh from the Working Vegans, and I have something that I think is pretty cool I want to talk to you about today. So, 90% of our audience that we've noticed from the marketing stuff that we've run, when we look at the analytics, 90% of you out there are actually ladies, which is really, really awesome. And I think it's cool, which means my wife is the most popular of the Working Vegans, and I think that's great. She's definitely awesome, and I could not do what I do without her. So yeah, that's amazing. But 10% of you are guys, and so guys, we tend not to post in public comments and things like that. But I've gotten some emails on our theworkingvegans@gmail.com, and so I have gotten a couple emails from some guys and a couple messages off Twitter. And then one of the questions that I've gotten that's like, hey man, how do you tell your guy friends that you're vegan? So I wanted to talk about that, like from one guy to another guy, like how do you tell your guy friends that you're vegan? So let's have that discussion real quickly. So the first thing is for me personally, I don't live with what I eat. I don't live with activism. I don't live with that on my sleeve. It's not the first thing I want people to think about when they think about me. I want them to think about me as a people person, a person of compassion, a person of faith, a person of family man. All these other things I think come for me personally before that. Then as a result of people seeing that, the question comes up, we'll be at dinner or we'll be someplace and they'll notice that I won't order, every guy will order a big thick steak, and instead I order, something else and then ask to have it made a certain way. And then they'll ask me, hey dude, what's up with that? And that's kind of how I get into it, because unfortunately, and especially in America right now, where a lot of people are very polarized about various subjects, political and otherwise, if you just say, hey, this is what I believe and this is what I am and everything that you do is crazy, that's a great way to lose friends. So for me, I don't do that. I would rather wait until they ask me. So step one is I don't say anything. I wait and let someone ask me. Step number two, though, is when someone asks, I don't make a big deal about it. I just say, yeah, absolutely. I'm a vegan. I don't eat meat. I don't eat dairy. And yeah, that's the lifestyle I live. And then I'll move on about it. I don't make a big deal. And again, guys, for me personally, when I do it that way, I have kind of de-armed the situation, because, as we used to say when I was growing up, don't start none, won't be none. I just don't make it an issue. Step three, though, is if you get asked the follow-up question, then absolutely at that point, if someone says, well, tell me more, then you've been asked the follow-up question. And once you've been asked the follow-up question, the other person is really giving you permission to share. And so I normally start off with just keeping it really short and simple and just say, at the beginning of the year, I decided to take a 7-day vegan challenge and see if I could go vegan for 7 days just to kind of make my health a little bit better. The first month I lost almost 15 pounds, and I'm still dropping that today for health reasons. But over the long haul, I've also kind of noticed some things as far as, maybe the livestock and the cattle industry and some things like that I'm not so sure I agree with. So maybe there's a little activism in there as well. But, no disrespect to you and your lifestyle. But if you're ever interested, even if it's just for some health reasons, I'd love to tell you more. Maybe you give a shot 7 days if you're interested. But if not, we can still be friends, and I think it's cool. And then I move on about life. Now, yes, every now and then I've got a couple friends that think that it's kind of fun to like crack a joke or whatever. And that's cool though. I mean, I don't have an issue, if I'm going to joke around with them, so I should expect that they joke around with me a little bit. It's not a big deal. I always tell people don't take it personal. Now, for those of you out there that are vegans and you're activists, like for me, I got started because of health. And as a result of that, I became aware of some other things. But I know some people that the exact opposite was true. They became a vegan first because they saw some things going on with the meat and dairy industry that they didn't like, and then it got to a healthy lifestyle. I would tell you that's a great thing. But you'll probably find more people receptive to your message if you're respectful of all people. Because at the end of the day, that's what we want, is respect. So part of that is we must show respect to other people that choose a different lifestyle. So yeah, that's kind of my kind of take on it. We're going to talk later about how to invite your friends over when you're a vegan. but that's going to be a really cool discussion. I think Rachel and I are going to do that one together. And one of the greatest things, we have a group of friends that come over every Sunday, and they kind of know that we're vegan, and they're not, but they are just so nice and so kind. They come over, and one Sunday they come over and they all brought a vegan option, which was so nice. They didn't have to do that, but I think it's just because while we made a little bit of a lifestyle change, we want to be very respectful of our friends and never make them feel like they are somehow inadequate or not worthy or something crazy like that. Last but not least, guys, let's just go through this really quickly. And then you're going to get the guy that talks to you about protein. And again, I try to blow things off, but I love it when we get to the third question, because then they've given me permission to share. And I always share it in a non-threatening kind of way. Like, hey, aren't you worried you're not going to get enough protein? Well, I'll say, hey, well, do you know where protein comes from? Because, the animals had to get their protein from somewhere. And where do you think they got it from? They got it from the plants. So, I'm actually eating more protein now than I've ever eaten before. So, that comes up, and I move on. Well, are you worried that when you lift weights and stuff? For me, first off, look at me. I'm not a huge weightlifter. I do go to the gym now just because I've got so much energy as a result of my diet. But I'm not out trying to save the world. But I say, hey, go to YouTube and type in vegan bodybuilders and just see all the ones that come up. Type in vegan Olympians and see all the ones that come up. But, they're all over the place. So, that kind of lifestyle works great. Are you worried about you're not going to get the vitamins and stuff that you need? I always tell people, hey, you know what? I take a multivitamin, but I don't take a multivitamin because I'm a vegan. Everybody should take a multivitamin. But if you're worried about it, yes, I know about B12 and all that other stuff, and I get 100% of my daily allotment every single day. But I always bring that conversation back to, but everybody should take a multivitamin, because even if you're a carnivore and all you eat is meat, you're not getting enough fiber that you need. So, the truth is yeah, a balanced, healthy lifestyle is good for all of us, and I promote that. And last but not least, am I worried that I can't go hang out with my guy friends? Absolutely not. I go eat with my friends all the time. I'm a bit of a social butterfly. I like to hang out with people and see things. I need to talk to you if you've been on the Working Vegans Facebook page or the Working Vegans, working_vegans Twitter account. I just got off a business trip in Athens, Georgia, and let me just tell you, I veganed it up, man. And I went to a couple of those restaurants were actually not full-out vegan restaurants, but I went and sat with all my friends. We talked, we hung out, and I ordered just like everyone else did. If people would get wings and nachos for an appetizer, I would get hummus. It's right on the menu. It's no big deal. Everyone would order a hamburger. I would get a black bean burger, or if that wasn't there, folks sometimes feel like as a guy, the only thing we can eat is salad. Oh no, I eat way more food than I have ever eaten before. Worst, can I go to, around here, Texas Roadhouse is a big deal. Can I go to one of those places with my friends? Yeah, loaded baked potato, just with no cheese, no sour cream, but a loaded baked potato, and you get some of the seasoning and stuff that they put on the steak and put it inside that baked potato. Man, it's great. Again, oh my goodness, so much stuff. So no, as far as being a guy, how do I talk to about being vegan with my friends? Pretty easy. I'm just respectful of their lifestyle, and in exchange, they're pretty respectful of mine. And I find that over time, as they get to know me and know I'm not like one of those that's condescending, they ask me questions and I get to share. As a result of that, I have a couple of other friends of mine that are now trying to go vegan. I also have a lot of friends that, aren't going to make that decision, and that's okay too. I want them to be respectful of me, so I'm respectful of them. I see I'm coming up on 10 minutes of this video, and most guys, y'all know how we are. We get about a good 5 minutes, and that's it, because we're ready to move on to the next thing. And it is early in the morning, and I've got to get to work. It's almost 7 o'clock, and I've got a busy day today. So anyways, I hope you will subscribe to our blog, our vlog, video log here on YouTube. Go to our Facebook page, which is The Working Vegans, our Twitter, working_vegans, or our Instagram account, The Working Vegans, and check all that stuff out. We have a lot of stuff coming. We'll have a website coming up soon with a blog and some pretty cool things. And again, also, if there's ladies out there that you were sharing this with your husband, my wife Rachel runs the Instagram account, and so I think you noticed our Twitter account's got like 15 whatever And then she's got like over 1,000 on Instagram because Rachel's a rock star. So you'll be able to find exclusive content from her there. So again, this is Josh, Working Vegans, and keep working hard and living well.